Hello and welcome back to another weekly pickups where this is what I have. One thing that I bought and a few that were just kindly gifted to me by one of my friends who works at CEX. So yeah, let's just dive right into it. I don't know if I'm going to be picking up anything in between filming this on the Wednesday to when this gets posted on the Saturday, but we shall see. Probably not, because I'm going out for dinner the day this comes out for a friend's birthday, so I don't want to go too crazy. That's why I only bought one thing, and then I got surprised by a gift from a friend. So the one thing that I got, I seen it there, and it's a show that I've been meaning to get into. Um, that I heard some great things about this show, um, but I just haven't really gotten around to it yet, and it will probably take me a while to get around to this TV series because I just have so much to do. Like I have right now for March, the last thing that I'm working on before I get to the classic Doctor Who reviews is uh, rewatching the original Yu-Gi-Oh series, doing it arc by arc. And my dumbass forgetting that the first arc in the original Yu-Gi-Oh series is 49 episodes long, the longest amount of episodes I've had to watch for a TV show review. I'm nearly there once the website that I use stops going down and stuff. But anyway, the show that I'm referring to is Babylon 5. It's a show that's, like Star Trek and like all the other sci fi shows that I love. Um, that, I've heard great things about it. I even think I remember hearing that this show was kicking Deep Space Nine's ass in the ratings when both shows were coming out. I could be misremembering that, and it could be like a different show, like Battlestar Galactica instead of Babylon 5. But someone can correct me in the comments. Probably AJ. Hazard a guess here. But yeah, 350 for season two of Babylon 5. Um, so I look forward to giving it a proper shot at some point when I have the free time to. And let's be real here. Even though I don't get paid for YouTube because I'm not monetized, I still treat this as like a full-time job. But that's neither here nor there. So let's get on to the free gifts that a friend of mine, who I'm going to keep nameless for prosperity's sake, he's one of the many people that I've met through that works in CEX that I've become really good friends with. And I was just in there looking around, had my headphones on, and just looking to see what else I might want to get. And then he handed me a CEX bag, said that was for me, and I looked inside it, and it was four items, one lone disc, and then the rest are Blu-rays, including two Blu-ray Steelbooks. I have a bit of ink on my hand because since getting my fountain pen uh, last month, I finally had to change the first ink cartridge on it because that's what's left. There probably is a little bit left, but I thought I'd change it for now. Anyway, I'm rambling. So we have one lone DVD without a case, but that's fine. I'm sure I'll find a donor case for it at some point, and that is for The Day After Tomorrow. It's one of those disaster films I have not seen, so I'll definitely check out at some point. I know at one point I owned this on DVD. I'm not sure if I still own it on DVD, but regardless, the thought and the gesture is greatly appreciated, which of course I relayed to him when he handed it to me. So the Blu-rays, um, one, well, they're all that I haven't seen, but this one I've never even heard of, and it's called Spitfire. Um, so from what I gathered on the blurb, it's all about the Spitfire planes from one of the wars. I think it might be the Great War or maybe just World War II. I'm not too sure on that one, but it does look interesting. I haven't watched the trailer for it yet, but just by the look of it, the front cover on it, and the fact that it's got 4 stars from Total Film, and the Radio Times, and just having a quick glance at the back, and of course reading the blurb here, it does seem very interesting and really up my alley for the 95 minutes that it runs for. So I will, of course, get on top of that. I watch through this at some point. You know, I've already failed on my watching every movie every day this year so far. That has failed miserably. But hey, I made it 25 days in a row. So that's progress, I guess. So the first Blu-ray Steelbook, again, is not a movie I've seen. I've heard of it, and obviously because the main guy in it is Irish, so I'll need to track down a copy of the first one to give it a shot before I delve into this series, and that is for Taken. So this is Taken 2, the extended edition, uh, or sorry, the extended harder cut, which is including an alternative ending. So I like the look of this. You know, there is some debossing there. Liam Neeson looks like Liam Neeson, and then I do like just the simplicity of this side to the steelbook, and then opening it up inside, we get the disc art there. But this code is long since out of date. From it went out of date by the 4th of February of 2015. But that was included. Also has nice artwork there, as well as showing off the the deboss of the Taken 2 on the other side. So let me just take out the art, the disc, to give you the full effect of the inside art. So yeah, I really like that. I haven't seen Taken. I'm familiar with the films, or at least I'm familiar with the first one, and not so much the second one. But I will, of course, check these out over the course of time. And then the last one that I got here is I think this is the first one in the trilogy. I'll have to double triple check, or I'm sure someone will have commented to correct me. But we have what I believe to be the first Hobbit film on Steelbook, The Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey. So obviously we have I'm blanking on the name here. What's his face from Sherlock, and then obviously we have Gollum slash Smeagol there, which is really nice. And then on the back we have Gandalf the Grey before he became Gandalf the White, and then inside there are two discs, both on Blu-ray. So we have the standard Blu-ray of it, and then we also have a Blu-ray for the special features. And what I do love about the inside of this steelbook, you know, taking out the two discs, has a map of Middle Earth, which I think is just absolutely cool. Because, you know, last year I delved into the Lord of the Rings trilogy for the very first time last year. Fellowship is my favorite. I have not watched the extended edition. The only extended edition I might watch is of Fellowship, but we'll see on that one. So I absolutely love the inside artwork on this. I think it looks really, really cool for a movie that I've heard isn't all that great. You know, splitting one singular one singular book of The Hobbit into three parts. I don't know. I don't know. But that is all I have for right now. I know that, let's see, a couple of days ago, the new Hunger Games film got released on Blu-ray. I have not picked it up. It will probably be a little bit before I pick it up. But I do plan to pick it up because I love that film. It was definitely one of my favorite films of last year, and as an avid Hunger Games fan, I really enjoyed it. So that is what I have right now. I'm not going to end it off again, you know, just in case, like the past couple of weeks, I managed to find something on Friday, which I tend to do. But we shall see. We shall see in just a second. Okay, so it's now Thursday, and it seems the getting free things just isn't over yet, because all of this, uh, I got for free off of a family member. Because I got two big bags of DVDs off of this family member. And I've already gone through it. What I have here in this stack is what I'm keeping. Um, some of it, like 30 odd DVDs, I'm trading in, and then the rest, I don't know, probably bin because they're like the €1 movies, and so it's just not really worth my time keeping. So I'm going to try and get a thumbnail photo here whilst trying to hold all of these with one hand. There we go. So yeah, these are what I am keeping from the collection. So starting off with, we have Denzel Washington in Man of Fire. Never heard of it. Read the back of it. Seems interesting. So it comes with a nice little case. There's of course the back, and it's a 2-disc special edition or collector's edition, which means that there's probably just a whole bunch of special features on it. So yeah, I read the back of it. It seemed interesting. I like Denzel Washington. He's a good action actor. So I'll give it a shot. So some of these are actually a bit dusty, obviously, because they probably were out in the shed or something. So next we have is Mobsters. Again, just one that I read the back of. I liked the sound of it, and it's got a lot of great actors in it: Christian Slater, Patrick Dempsey, Richard Gere, and Costas Manlor. I probably butchered the last two there pretty badly. So yeah, I look forward to giving this a shot at some point. Next is The Departed. This is one I've heard of. Heard nothing really else about it. So I will give it a shot eventually. Next we have Pierre's Bounty. I think that's how its pronunciation. The main reason why I kept it, we got Cillian Murphy, Brendan Gleeson, Jodie Whittaker, and Jim Borbent. That guy. Three people that I really like, and then Jodie Whittaker. But yeah, as soon as I saw Cillian Murphy, I had to pick, especially with Brendan Gleeson, two of my favorite Irish actors. Had to pick, and as I said, I do love Jim Broadbent from the Harry Potter films, and then of course last year he starred in one of my favorite films, being The Unlikely Pilgrimage of Harold Fry, as well as he was in Hot Fuzz and a bunch of others. So next we have the extended cut of The Spirit from the creator of Sin City and 300. I'm pretty sure this might be a sequel to Sin City. I'm not 100% sure, so correct me in the comments down below. So that's why I kept it. Moving on to The General, which is a film all about the Raw and other stuff during the Troubles. So yeah, that's the main reason why I opted to keep this. Next, we have A Night at the Roxbury. The main reason why I opted to keep it, even though I'm not a Will Ferrell fan at all, is because of, I think it was a Saturday Night Live thing with them, or it was with Jim Carrey. I can't remember which one. So that's, as soon as I saw this, I immediately jumped on it. Next, I'm pretty sure I don't have this one, is American Gangster. Again, it's Denzel Washington. I like Denzel, so obviously I was going to keep it for the collection. Next is a Adam Sandler film, Big Daddy. Not one that I've seen, so I'll of course add it into the collection. Next is Taken. So yeah, yesterday, Wednesday, for by the time this comes out, I got the Blu-ray Steelbook for Taken 2. now I have the first one, so I can watch that. Next, I kept was Layer Cake. Uh, there's a few reasons why, three actors why I kept this. Daniel Craig is someone that I've not really seen much of. Then the next one was, of course, Colin Meaney. I mean, of course, I was going to keep this because of Chief O'Brien from TNG/DS9, and Michael Gambon, Sir Michael Gambon, another actor that I really like. Next, we have a John Wayne film with John Wayne, Dean Martin, and Ricky Nelson in Rio Bravo. My nanny is a massive John Wayne fan. I've only seen bits and pieces of John Wayne films from when I'm over at her house and they're on. So I definitely need to delve more into the John Wayne film discography. Next, I kept London Boulevard, again just because it was Colin Farrell. I do like Colin Farrell a lot as an Irish actor, so I'll give that a shot. Getting down to the wire here, I kept Drive, because I think I remember hearing about this and hearing how good it was, so I will, of course, give it a shot at some point. Why did I keep this again? Yeah, it was Welcome to the Jungle, but I changed my mind on it. I don't think I'll keep it. Next is the first Expendables. I've heard great things about this. Got Stallone in it and Arnold Schwarzenegger as well as Bruce Willis. Um, like last year I was getting into the Terminator series, the Predator series, and the Rocky series. So I definitely want to check out the pair of them working together. So down to the last two here. So we have from the Classic Cinema Collection, Angels with Dirty Faces. Um, a film that Angels with Dirty Faces I've heard of. Don't know anything about it, but the name Angels with Dirty Faces rings a bell. So of course I was going to add it into the collection. And lastly, is one that I'm changing my mind on again. It was Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. Last second, I just decided to change my mind, so I'm not going to keep that in the collection unless AJ manages to convince me to keep those two, as he has a good track record of doing so. So yeah, this is everything that I am keeping for the collection. Again, unless AJ convinces me otherwise, but by the time this goes up, I'll probably have gotten rid of them anyway, so there probably won't be any point. So yeah, we'll see what I get with the voucher on Friday the day before this gets posted. And I'm going to need to use my psoriasis cream because I can see it coming in.